being threatened to be arrested right now. I'm not trying to go to jail over this. Like, that's not gonna happen. Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ashley Moore, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, we're doing another story time today. First of all, do y'all like this new angle? Because usually I sit over there, but today I'm here. So let me know in the comments if y'all like this new angle. Today's video is going to be a story time, a college story time at that. This happened over a year ago. Okay, this happened around, I believe, April of last year. I mean, y'all seen the title. I got receipts, honey. I got screenshots, okay? So without further ado, let's get into the story time. I also have to do a whole safe word, code word thing because y'all know how this platform is a little sensitive to certain words and controversial terms. So when I say the word tape, T-A-P-E, take out the T and replace it with a R. So when I say tape, I really mean that. When I say tapist, I mean, again, take out the T, replace it with an R. You get me, okay? So hopefully I can say apologist at least. I mean, that should be okay, but I know that word for a fact it's not okay to say. So like I said, this was April of last year. We had just been sent home from school because, you know, that's when the vid turned into a panorama. Basically when quarantine was very much fresh and happening. The beginning of quarantine, people were acting crazy. Literally, everybody had quarantine brain. I'm not gonna lie, even I had quarantine brain. But the only thing that I did out of having quarantine brain was cutting all my hair off again. I didn't tell you that on my channel, but I did. Well, some of y'all's quarantine brains was like, especially when it came to how y'all was acting on Tory Lanez live. We ain't forget, honey, y'all was tweaking. Y'all was really tweaking out here, okay? So in this case, for the DMV look, so in the DMV, like, there was this trend that this boy has started. He started a little, I think it was a flipagram, I don't know, of DL boys in this area that he had encounters with, you know what I'm trying to say. I actually saw a few familiar faces or whatever. But he could have been capping. A lot of people saying that he was lying, but then some of the guys that got exposed for getting with him did delete their accounts and disappeared for a couple of months. We seen y'all. So then that became like a big topic on DMV Twitter for like maybe a day or two. Then literally I saw somebody tweet this too, and once she tweeted that, it was on that topic. So somebody had tweeted, now that we are done exposing the DL guys, can we start exposing the tapist in our area? Okay, y'all peeped the code word? Did y'all peep the code word just now? Yeah, so now pay attention, okay? So when that was brought up, child, DMV Twitter was in flames, honey. Burning hot. Hellfire. You hear me? Everybody started putting out their stories on how somebody from the DMV has taped them in the past or assaulted them in the past. Then all these like anonymous pages started to come about where if you didn't want to do it from your own personal page for obvious reasons, you can submit your submission on your story privately to that page, and that page will post your story for you without revealing your name and all that other stuff. So then it went from, at least on my Twitter, it went from the DMV to like specific schools within the DMV area. I mean, it was still focused on the DMV as a whole, but then at some point it was about schools. So my school was talked about. The creeps were very much heavy at my old school when I was an undergrad, okay? There's this one girl that I follow on Twitter. Now y'all, I am gonna post the screenshots on the side of my screen. Y'all know I got my handy dandy laptop because I ain't got no iPad and I record on my phone, so here we are, okay? I'm on my Twitter account though, by the way, so this is one girl that I went to school with during that time, and she had tweeted, I remember they made that group me for all women at UMES, LMAO, what a time. So before we even continue, I'm gonna give y'all a quick backstory on that. I think it was 2 years ago, if not, yeah, like two. I mean, that was 2021, so it should be like 2 years ago now. There was this YVNGAMBITIONN women's group chat that somebody had started. Their purpose of creating the group chat was to make women aware of the creeps that were on campus. So that basically backfired. Awareness was spread. People were telling their stories and was dropping names and screenshots of Twitter names or Instagram names in case you weren't familiar of the guy that they were referring to and things like that. I entered that chat for that one day and I left because, like, yeah, because they started talking about other stuff that wasn't related to the main purpose. I was just listening to other people's, you know, stories, taking in that information from my knowledge and from my other friends' knowledge that weren't in the chat and that was on that. So I took the knowledge and I dipped. You know, next day, the girl that put me in the chat DMs me saying that the chat went crazy the next day, telling me that somebody was screenshotting everything, like everybody's stories, and was sending it to those boys that were exposed of being creeps or tapists. So that person who we're going to be talking about today is the same person who did that. Teeth is what we're going to call her, because her teeth. Girl, when I see her, I just think of it. I just think of this, not this, because this is a nice set of teeth. Okay, I was born with this baby. No braces, no Invisalign, nothing. I mean, the face matches the personality, so let me not even get into that. Teeth or Miss Teeth, either way, I'm talking about the same person when I say those two terms. Okay, the person that was screenshotting people's stories and sending to those boys was Miss Teeth. Those guys who heard their names being dropped for doing X, Y, and Z to a certain girl or a certain group of girls, they was threatening those girls and things like that, and it was just a hot mess. Me personally, I didn't say anything in that chat. Again, like I said, I was only there for knowledge to take with me while I'm still on that campus. But I'm gonna keep it up with y'all. That group chat was jaw deep. Like, it was like about 400 people in that chat, if not 300 something people in that chat. I don't know, 300 to 400 people, especially at my old school. So I'm not gonna be that trusting to like just tell my story, you feel me? But some people, you know, really believe that it was a safe place. I know what school I attend. There's no such thing as a safe place. These girls are messy, okay? Now, the people that invited me to the chat, they're not messy. But the certain people that I did peep that were in the chat, I know and I don't trust. That's the group me chat that this girl was talking about. We're gonna call her Fifi. I don't think she'll have a long placement in the story, but for now we're gonna call her Fifi. So I saw that and I quoted it and I said that group chat was goofy as hell. Almost all of them was on some weird stuff, but they're not hearing me though. So then she came back and said, what killing me are the girls that were DMing the victims about their stories. I hate it here. Like I just told y'all. She said the girls, we're talking about Teeth, okay? So then I was like, then those same girls were protecting the girl that actually was sending those stories to other people outside the group chat. Never looked at any of them the same way. So when I said that, basically the person that I'm referring to, Miss Teeth, okay, so like she's one of those people that was like well known on campus. You know how every school has like that set group of people that are like well known on campus, you know, they got that campus clout. Teeth had campus clout, so you know, people like that, when they get into some hot water, they can't do no wrong in nobody's eyes. Can you imagine? You and me at Twitter will be in shambles if you really start exposing some of these higher ups. If you want to read all that, pause and read all that. But basically we started going into how, you know, like I just said, when the populars or the well-known people get into some stuff, they literally cannot do no wrong in nobody's eyes on that campus. Unless you don't have campus clout, would you get exposed with something? Oh, everybody come for you in this. I mean, as they should, but like it should be the same way regardless of who you are. Like, why does who you are on campus depend on the backlash, you feel me? People are nosy because this was a one-on-one conversation, but yet our conversations were getting retweets and favorites, mainly my tweets, which was kind of making me uncomfortable because I'm not talking to nobody but one person. Why 7 people were tweeting and favoriting this one tweet I'm about to read out loud? Like, what's going on? Not even just this one tweet, other tweets too, but why is this one? You feel me? This is the tweet that set stuff off. So I had said, well, that's y'all future Miss UMES, SGA reps, frat people, and all that, right? LMAO, literally why I have no respect for basically anyone at UMES. That's where I went to if y'all didn't know. But if you've been here for a while, then you already know that's where I went to. But if you're new, that school that I went to before grad school. And the conversation continues. But I didn't say anybody's name. People saw the shoe fit and then they wore it, then he took it from there. Teeth automatically knew it was her. That's why she went in as hard as she did in this story. So I said that, and Fifi responds saying, LMAO sis, shake that table. So many people are dapping these dudes up, hugging them, claiming they can't control them, so it's not a problem. The people at UMS did not know how to take accountability for their actions. She wasn't the only person that said that. Another person said that too, but we're gonna get into that later. But like, yeah, but that's not new. It's not. When that conversation happened on the TL, that conversation happened on the TL. And this happened at nighttime. I went on about my evening. I was still scrolling through Twitter. I took a shower at some point. Came back from my shower, was checking my notifications, and that's when I saw that our conversation was getting like likes and retweets from people that were not in our conversation, which, like I said earlier, was throwing me off because I'm talking to one person, like, you know, like automatically I'm thinking, all right, hopefully this doesn't turn into anything messy, but I had a feeling like this is about to get messy because I didn't like that. When I got back from my shower, I saw that somebody had quoted one of my tweets from a burner page. So this burner page quoted, I believe it was her tweet, not even mine. So this burner account came into our conversation behind the username UMS Victims. I did look up that page for their story time, but they actually have deleted their account, so the tweets that they had and whatnot, I can't pull that up for y'all. But the screenshot from our conversation, somebody had reposted it. That's how I have this. So the other tweets that they have, I don't have, y'all, but I have this receipt. So the person had actually added Miss Teeth into the conversation. Mind y'all, I didn't say her name. Fifi didn't say her name. We didn't say anybody's name. We were just having a conversation. Was it on a public platform and not in the DMs? Okay, and so what? Mind your business. Basically, I didn't say anybody's name. I don't name drop anyway, but I didn't name drop, she didn't name drop, so this account came in and did that for the community. So the page added Miss Teeth and said hashtag UMS. This girl screenshotted all of our stories with names and all and sent them directly to the men that were being brought up, like I told y'all earlier. All of us, is that correct English? I hope so. I think so. All of us victims were attacked to the point that, hold on y'all, to the point that myself and the other victims involved became depressed and I don't know if I can see the S word on here. Y'all see it on there. Y'all see it on the screen. For simply being brave enough to finally share the truth. She's now running to be Mrs. UMS. I think she meant Miss, but it's okay. She's now running to be Mrs. UMS. No one holds her accountable for what she's done, hashtag UMS. And the lives she's ruined because she's quote unquote popular. We need to expose those who put victims in danger, and etc, etc, etc. So basically that page came into our conversation and just basically said it all. The person who reposted that part of our conversation also posted some more stuff that UMS Victims has said. So the girl that was reposting all of this onto her page actually DM'd the UMS Victims page personally and put this on the TL under our school's hashtag. It's long. It's on the screen. But basically the person was telling her, which is now the whole school knew, basically how that all went down and how it affected other people and things of that matter. I saw that this person said that she and other people became suicidal and depressed. I was like, okay, no, like that kind of broke my heart a little. A lot of people came into that chat, said their story, said their piece. As far as I knew, it was what I saw on social media. Yeah, people were getting threatened. That got exposed for telling their stories about certain men. Their female friends were threatening to beat them up. It got wild. One of the girls that got exposed for exposing was afraid to leave her room to go to campus because of the threats that she was receiving online in her DMs and text messages, and like y'all, like that was not sitting well with me. So tape, anything along those lines, I do not play with. People actually kill. Can't say that on YouTube either. Oh my god. But people actually end it all from stuff like this. So when she has said what she has said, I actually quoted that tweet this tweet from earlier. I quoted that tweet and I had said, wow, that's crazy. My heart goes out to you and the other girls. I apologize that this even happened to you on her behalf. Her meaning Miss Teeth. All because I was able to heal. That was that. I went on about my night, then I went to sleep. All I did was quote the girl, apologize, even though, I mean, I'm not apologizing like I did it, but I'm apologizing because, like, I feel like that should at least be something, you know. The girl that put y'all in this situation is not taking accountability for her actions. Her people behind her are not taking accountability on her behalf, and those are her friends, lapdogs, whatever. And this is a prime example of why I don't really mess with people at my old school, because like it's stuff like this that happens, but like that type of stuff was like no. When I woke up the next day, so the next day is when things got a little crazy. People done lost their marbles. Quarantine brain was on 10 the next day. Like, people literally lost their minds the next day. So the next day I wake up, I'm going about my day. I was prepping for my business launch. When all that craziness on social media was happening, I was preparing for my launch. So while I was doing that, I started getting all these random DMs, and they were from people that I do follow, some people I don't follow, so that kind of creeped me out. And I don't get DMs like that, you know. Like, I mean, I get DMs daily, but that's just guys gonna smack at me. But like, when it's like a pile of DMs, like back to back to back to back, yeah, that was throwing me off. I don't get that type of stuff. Oh, backtrack. Okay, forgot a detail. I forgot a detail. Like I said, when we were having our conversation, me and Fifi were having our little conversation on the TL. Like I said, people were retweeting and favoriting certain stuff that I was saying with her too, but mainly me. And I was getting a couple of DMs from girls, some that were following me, some that I didn't even know existed. Hey, who are you talking about? Hey, who are you talking about? So, you know, of course I didn't respond because, like I said, I don't trust nobody at that school. I'm not stupid. And I didn't even know that those people were Teeth's friends. Every single last one of them was asking me who I was talking about, because they knew I was talking about their friend, but I didn't know that they knew each other. I mean, listen, I don't know who's friends with who at that school. I was in my apartment. If I'm not in my apartment, I'm in class. I wasn't in the scenery like that. Like, I was literally in the freaking cut. So at that time being, I didn't know these people were friends. But regardless, I didn't respond because I don't know them. I don't know them, so why would I tell you? Hello? Back to the other details. So I got like hecka DMs from different people about whatever. Didn't know what was going on. I didn't read them. But then when I read them, I got a little bit concerned. I opened 2 DMs from 2 people that I knew. Fifi and this other girl. The other girl being the one that invited me to the chat from me back then, the group me that we were talking about earlier. So we're gonna call her Sasha. So Fifi and Sasha both DM me. Both were telling me like, hey, Teeth is talking about you on Instagram Live. For what? First of all, how do you go from Twitter to Instagram? But I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because she's a clout chaser. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, this is what they feed off of: attention, drama, clout. Like, this was happening on Twitter. You went to a whole nother social media platform to talk your talk. You went on live. Like, we were on the whole TL with it. You on live with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so, it was not cute, honey. When I seen those 2 DMs, then the other DMs that I was receiving were basically telling me the same thing. You're being talked about on live. You're in so-and-so's mouth on IG Live. You're being talked about. She's talking crap about you on live. They were all saying the same thing in different ways, okay? Did I watch it? No, because I'm not about to give you what you want. And not even just her, what everybody wanted. Like I said, that whole school fed off drama. If people saw that I had joined the live, everybody would have been in the comments like, she's here, Ashley's here, Ashley's here. They're telling her request to join the live. Oh my god, Ashley's here. And y'all, I don't do drama. Like, me and drama, we don't entangle with each other. But this day, we just so happened to be entangled with each other because somebody turned it into drama. Let me keep it a buck with y'all. So basically, she really thought me, who don't know her. I don't know, sis. I've seen her on campus. That don't mean I know you, okay? I never spoken words to you. Heard things about you, that you're a little messy, you know, from different people in different occasions. Clearly, clearly. Basically, she thought that all of that conversation that I was having with Fifi on Twitter, basically that my plan was to destroy her dreams of becoming Miss UMES.
What?
Oh no. The people that became depressed, the people that were that were scared to be on campus, that's not important. But having that crown on her head, being crowned Miss UMES, oh, that was the most important thing. That's where she drew the line. Like, do you hear the patheticness is not a word. Like, do y'all hear how pathetic that sounds? You are disregarding everything that's going on right now, but you worried about some freaking crown. And mind y'all, I don't care about that SGA stuff. I'm not into that stuff. I don't even vote. The fact that she was focused on something that was so irrelevant, it was just sad. Instead of taking accountability for what was going on or speaking on it, you made it into about you winning the crown. Then you turn it into about me. So basically now I'm being trashed on her live. Like I said, I didn't watch her live, but I was being told some things that were being said. I don't remember everything. Again, you know, it's been over a year. But basically, she was threatening to make sure that I don't end up graduating. How you gonna do that? And I still did that following semester. So how are you gonna do that? Basically just going in on me as a person. Do y'all see me? Do y'all see me? What are you really coming for? Look at you. Look at me. We're not on the same level, okay? So, you know, and I've been bullied before, so like stuff like that really does not faze me, especially now that I'm older. If it wasn't fazing me back then, my confidence now is literally undefeated. Like, you can't come for this. It's not possible. You can if you want to, you can try, but it's not gonna give. And it didn't, honey. This is where things got a little weird. She started getting her lapdogs on me. She found my government name, and I don't have my government name on any of my social media. She had inside people trying to get my information. I don't know what she was trying to do with my information, but that was concerning because she felt like she had all this mighty power that she's gonna do everything she can to take little old me down. Now mind you, why are you coming for me specifically? Because of that one tweet? Because I apologized on your behalf? Oh. And she also said that I'm the one that was behind the UMES victim page.
What?
Now let me tell y'all something. Don't play with me, okay? Let's not do that. The person came to our page. It was just really ghetto. Like, it was just... like, it was making me so mad because don't lie on me. I don't like being lied on. And basically, I was being lied on. I was being talked crap about because of your indiscretions. And it was just so ghetto. Like... take accountability and apologize to these women and move on. Like, you're on live right now, right? Use that time you're using to be on live to apologize to those women that you hurt. Instead of trying to find people to blame because you saw a tweet and the shoe fit and now you're wearing it and now you're mad that it fit. Like, you're evil. You're evil. Like I said, I don't do drama. But when I'm being lied on, that's when we got a problem. You can come for me, you can try to joan on me, you can try to roast me. Do whatever you want to do. That stuff does not faze me. I don't care because, again, did you see me? I'm that girl. But when you're lying on my name and trying to piss on my character, that's when we got a problem. And then, like, this is happening off campus. Like, we're all at home in our hometowns. Like, if this was at school, this would have been a whole different route, if y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, this is a little bit too bold for me because, like, I know for a fact if we were on campus, this would not be happening. And we're gonna get into that too when we did go back to campus. Because ain't nothing wrong. People was talking about how they wanted to do X, Y, and Z to me when we got back to school. I came out to school and untouched, babe. And those same people that were having my name in their mouth about me like that, I saw them on campus when I was on campus. And y'all will look the other direction when y'all will see me. So what's really the beef? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all for the clout, all for the social media. Because in person, it didn't match. Because I was being lied on because people don't know how to take accountability for actions. I had to go on live to defend myself. So the same way I'm showing y'all receipts now is what I was doing back then. I was showing the receipts, I was telling the truth. Like, we don't do that fake page stuff over here. Whatever I have to say, Young Ambition, because that's my name on my socials. If you follow me, you know. Young Ambition is going to say from Young Ambition's page. Ashley's going to say from Ashley's page. I'm not pussified. I'm not going to go through the whole process of making a whole fake account just to talk my crap. I was already saying the stuff that people were considering bold. I was already saying those bold things from my page. So why would I go behind another fake page to say stuff that was on the same level of boldness? Like, you feel me? Is the math mathing? Because it's not mathing right now to me. Dummies for the people that were believing her. So that was a crazy mess. She's on live talking about me. I'm on my live defending myself. And we had two different audiences, which I peeped. And I didn't like that. And I did mention that in my tweets further. When people heard that I gone live, oh yeah, everybody hopped from her live. Come on. Those same people who were in her comments, a Kiki King, laughing about me and laughing about the situation. Those same people who are Kiki King with her were in my live, in my comments, being all, this is just a bad representation of the school. Oh, this is so immature. Oh, this is so childish. Oh, now tape is childish? Tape is irrelevant? Oh, wow. So that disgusted me because I'm reading the comments like, wow, like people are really taking this as a joke. And then like some of the people who were saying these things that, oh, this is childish and this is not cute and all the other stuff. Some of those people I thought I was cool with. Like, I was seeing familiar faces. For people that I don't talk to at that school, if they want to talk crap about me, I don't care. I don't talk to them at that campus, no way. But it was the fact that I was seeing people that I knew that were entertaining this. And then at some point, Teeth had joined my live. More familiar faces popped up in my comments on my son. Tell her to join your live. Tell her to join your live. Like, they want to see some drama, and that's not cool, yo. The last guy I dated, he had no home training. Me personally, if somebody is talking bad about my significant other, I'm right for my man. If I'm watching somebody's live and they talking about my man, like, I must be in the comments harassing you. If not, a request to join the live and we having a roast session, because you're not about to have my man giving your mouth and that's one period. Versus him, who the whole live was about me and you did not say not one thing, but you want to send laughing emojis. Like, do you know how that looks? Like, he claims he sent laughing emojis because she sounded dumb, to show that she was sounding dumb. But I don't believe that to this day. The only real person from my school that had my back during this time was Ayana. If you're watching this, hey girl, but seriously, like, imagine people that you thought you was cool with and someone that you're dating. Like, this is happening to you, they're witnessing it, and they're not supporting you, but they're gassing the situation up even more. Like, it's an uncomfortable situation to be in, you know? I don't. He threw me off at that time. Friends that were entertaining that situation threw me off at that time. Whatever I didn't say on live, I continued from there. If y'all want to read it, read it. But basically, I was not playing. Like, once my name was in somebody's mouth and for things that were not true, yeah, I got mad. Don't talk about what I'm not. And that's what she was literally doing. And then you're threatening to what? Trying to prevent me from graduation. Oh, you're a senior, right? Oh, I got your last name, I got your information. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because what? Of a Twitter conversation I was having, because I apologized to the people who you hurt? I'm trying to understand. Some people, the people with common sense, were understanding where I was coming from, were believing me. Some of them didn't even believe her to begin with, and they told me that in confidence, privately in the DMs, of course. I did get some threatening DMs. Then I'm thinking, all right, I said my piece. I tweeted a couple tweets after that. This better be dead and gone. Later on that evening, I get an email from the school's police department. Yo, why she call the police on me? Yo, I can't. Do you know how many people get into social media beefs a day? Usually people just link up to fight. Like, that's the most that happens. You called the cops, my guy? I thought y'all was more gangster than that. That's not cute. We hate the fact that things are coming to light, that you are an apologist. Your friends behind you, your lapdogs, are also apologists. And that's where I was completely done. I don't do 12. I don't mess with feds. And that could have went a different route. I didn't know how to react at that time because I felt like it was so unnecessary. Not even I felt that way. It was very much unnecessary. Now the police being called on me and he's trying to have a conversation with me. He told me to call him, I believe at 7 something, and I didn't call. So then he calls me. So now I'm like, oh my God, am I in trouble? I know for a fact I'm not in trouble, bro. I can't be in trouble for this, bro. This gotta be a joke. So then I answered the phone, and I am having a conversation with the whole officer, which was uncomfortable. Like I said, I don't do 12. I don't do feds. I don't do the federales. But I'm on the phone with them, which was okay. But since you want to play this game, still, cool. What was y'all goal to have me locked up? Like, what was your end goal? So we're on the phone, and he's telling me like he got multiple phone calls for the same situation. What's going on? I had to tell him what was going on because I'm thinking right now, you trying to get me arrested for some social media stuff, and we're not doing that. And this is like, we're going into my last semester of college. Like, you're really trying it with me right now. Like, because like I said, y'all, she was threatening to make sure I don't move forward with my life, which was graduating school. So I don't know if she was trying to get me kicked out of school, if she was trying to get me locked up. Like, but regardless, that she had an end goal for me to end my goals. It backfired, as I made sure it happened, and I was telling him basically everything that was going on. And I said, look, if you want receipts, I can send them to you. I'm being threatened to be arrested right now. I'm not trying to go to jail over this hoe. Like, that's not gonna happen. I told him everything, bro, because what do I have to lie about? I sent him the receipts, and I didn't hear from him since. That all happened in one day. The live, people from that school DMing me on some stuff. The police be on the phone with me, having my graduation threatened. The police calling my phone. I'm actually going to tell y'all a fact right now. I actually plan on telling this story time a little bit earlier than the time that I'm telling it now. But I didn't realize how traumatizing the experience was for me until like I was prepping myself to do the story time. I kind of like practice how I'm going to enter a video before I actually start recording. So when I was practicing how I was going to enter telling the story time, back then, not now, but back then, my anxiety would flare up. I didn't realize that I was that shaken up about the situation, but I didn't know until like I would get ready to like tell the story on my camera. Like, it was, I don't know. But I'm good now, y'all. This was a whole year ago, and I still flourished. I still succeeded. Who stopped who from graduating? Because your girl still graduated in on time, period. So you tried it and you failed. I did not sleep that night. Not because everything was just happening back to back to back to back in that one day. Mainly because of the principle behind the whole situation. There's people out here who were trying to end it all with their lives, who were depressed, who were scared to come to campus, be on campus like that. And I'm being attacked because you're kind of supposed to be the reason for that occurring. Like, okay, if you're mad at me for that, all right, but then you try to put this on me. Then you try to make it about a crown, about a stupid election that I could give two F's about. Teeth, her lapdogs, people who found all of this amusing. Like, everybody was just worried about the wrong things. The next day, kind of down, because like, it was still in my head and it was still going on. So it went from them talking about what happened yesterday to just generally talking about the popular people on campus, the well-known people on campus, and how everything that they do on campus, like, there's no accountability behind their actions when they do something wrong with people. I'm not on social media at that point. I'm reading what's going on, but I'm not entertaining it because I'm still shaken up from what just happened the day before, because it was literally a lot going on. Now people from the school are now beefing with each other about it. We ended up going back to school that semester. The following semester, we actually ended up going back to campus. But I lived off campus anyway, but I still had to go to campus because I had school and other things. And I actually did bump into Miss Teeth again, but not on campus. I bumped into her at the liquor store because I was on the way to the beach in Delaware. So everything started coming back to my mind when I had peeped her. But I don't care that this is her place to work. This is literally my last semester. Like, I have a couple of months left at this school. If I whoop her right now, that is it for me. All these 4 years will be down the drain. I will have nobody to blame but myself. It will be on my mind that she is the reason why I no longer graduated. She's the reason why I got kicked out of school or suspended or whatever. And that would mess with me on a day-to-day basis. Cause like, have y'all seen her? I'm not about to let that. Like, you're not worth it, Pool. You call the police on me. Like, it's literally like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already up to here with it. Like, you call the cops on my ass. So I'm like really trying to hold it together. And I did. I bought my bottle and I went into court. And we went on about a day like that didn't even happen. But like, as we were leaving the store, I kept thinking about, wow, I really want to violate her the same way she violated me, but like physically, but I couldn't because that would have been the end of my college career for real. and I literally have a few months left at this school. I don't want to mess that up. But I didn't see her again after that. And that was, I think, in September. No, early September or late August, I don't recall. My graduation month was in November, so regardless if it was September or August, that's not far from November. So imagine being like 1 week away from graduating and then you fight shawty and now you can't graduate. Like, I'm not about to put myself in that position. Karma is going to do with you. And I mean, it kind of started doing so already because she didn't win that YVNGAMBITIONN crown that she was so pressed about. Like, she literally did all of this over a freaking crown, y'all. Just saying, I'm not winning the crown anyway. You tried it and I still won, period. The topic about tape and tapists and apologists, like, that all died down like literally a week after, like a whole 7 days. Like, Twitter was in shambles for a whole 7. Oh my god. DV Twitter was in shambles for a minute, y'all. A minute. Like, again, you had to be there, okay? But in the midst of the monstrosity, your girl got dragged into it, which I was not here for, but I pushed through and I still ended up being on top, period, throughout it all. You know, so yeah, that's the end of the story time. Hey y'all, so I lost storage. So my phone had cut me off right when I was doing the outro. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, follow me on my socials, link down below. Y'all know the whole shebang. And until my next one, mwah. Bye guys.